Right, what a perfect way to start off this fantastic morning. The weather is, if there was such a thing as perfect weather, it would have been this morning. Awesome temperatures, it's not hot, not cold. Crisp, sunny, light, and lions. That is incredible. My name is Chris Erasmussen. With me on camera ops is BK Uhuru. And I know that there's at least 4 lions that I can see here. I'm not entirely sure how many, but I suspect it's the 4 minus the 2 that we saw yesterday. But some of them might be lying down. So anyway, we've had some good fortunes with lions in the last 2 weeks. I think we had lions almost every day at BK. Yeah. Which is incredible for Pridelands. I mean, we go through these periods where we see lions and then they disappear for about a week and then they come back, and it's just like we had lions every day. All right, so they see us as another predator. They actually see us as the apex predator. Right. This is not a result of anything modern. This is from the earliest days that man has walked this planet. Secondly, when we're on the vehicles, they do not know that there's humans. They don't see any humans. What they see is a big shape, and it's an animal that they don't know instinctively, like other animals. But they have learned that this very funny looking animal is no threat nor prey, therefore they ignore it. And that's why they don't attack us. But if we are on foot and we walk around, they can attack us. And they do. Ishika wants to know who's more active, the males or the females. Ishika, to be totally honest with you, a bit of both. Generally speaking, the lionesses are the ones who do most of the hunting, and there's this general perception that the males are lazy and they just come in and eat. But the males have another job. They often spend a lot of time away from the prides, patrolling the territory, making sure that no other non-related males enter the area. And that's crucial because those will be threats to their own sired cubs. So it's about equal, but in different ways. It's one of those questions that doesn't really have a direct answer. You have to kind of like strip it down and give both. So they're both very active, but there's times when the females are actually more active than the males and vice versa.
Well, here's the lioness that we were hoping we could find up at Buffelshoek Dam, because we were hoping it was contact calling for the pride that's up in the north. But apparently not. It is here on the southern boundary. So it took us a while to get here, but I really wanted to. Another vehicle had found her and said that she was down this side, and I really wanted to see her. So we zoomed through. Looked like the same lioness that we had yesterday morning, I think. Now she's made a kill. She successfully hunted an impala, and she stashed the kill under a weeping wattle not far from here and has now left it, which is interesting. Maybe she's going to find the rest of her pride. Maybe she wants to have a drink. I don't know. So stiletto snakes have these fangs that kind of protrude outside of its mouth, so you can almost see them as little white bits on the side of its mouth. This one's got its mouth open a little bit. Actually, you do look injured. Yeah, this one's injured. No, and it's been here for a while. Can you see this? Can you see the ants? All of So it's probably been this way for some time, probably from last night or early this morning. I don't think a car would have gone over it though, because it would have been flattened. So this is something else that's been playing with it or possibly trying to attack it.
This is great. Incredible. Ah, it's stopping. So this is typically what they do is when they are sort of hunting or looking around for things to eat, they'll stop and they'll look around. Sometimes they'll even lie down. And it seems like they've sort of given up the idea, but they haven't. Nice one. Taking a seat for you. On the back one. I thought so. Morgan's on the back one. Look at that. That is great. Nice backdrop. Such a brilliant area to view them. Beautiful. Very, very lucky. So I just need to answer this radio call. Okay. Oh, look at this. These three male cheetahs have laid in the most perfect place for all of you to see them. They've just laid on this little sandy patch in this nice open area. So finally, they've actually stopped in an area that we can actually look at them nicely. We actually heard one of them purring moments ago. Incredible. Look at their tails. You can actually see all their details so nicely now. I just love their banded tails. It begins spotted and then goes off into a band. These little rings around the tail. I just love it. Look at this. Really, they're the princes of Amakhala. There's no doubt. Incredible sighting. So you will probably notice the one on the far left side does have a collar. Okay, and that's for a reason. So these male cheetahs, remember, they do roam quite a bit, and in the event that they do manage to get over a fence line, which it is possible, cheetahs have been known to do that, the reserve will just need to know exactly where they've gone. It hasn't happened yet, but you always need to plan for those events. And then also just for understanding on how they're moving, where they're going, and their patterns, if any, can be picked up. But at the end of the day, these are endangered animals. Cheetah have been endangered for many, many years. And as far as I know, it's law to create or gather data on them because they are part of the Endangered Species Trust, what we call a cheetah safe space here in Amakhala. And some of that data needs to be submitted on how they're doing, what they've been hunting, if they've been mating with any females or if there are any cubs that belong to them, etc.
with the way that she is moving like this, she's just completely missioning. It has to be Tlalamba. But she is on a serious mission. So she has recently been, oh, she's having a scratch, recently been mating with one of the big territorial male leopards in the area. And she wouldn't have been focusing on scent marking her territory. So it's important that she gets going, and she'll spray urine, she'll rub her cheek up against the branches, which we might be lucky to see, but we're going to have to keep up with her again. She's going to sit down for a little bit, give her paws a bit of a clean. Because she's been moving through all of the grass, she's getting these little burrs, these grass seeds stuck on her lovely coat, so she needs to get rid of them. You can see the bush has gone very quiet. No birds are chirping at the moment. They're not impressed that Tlalamba is walking here. There's even a bird called a fork-tailed drongo. Actually, in India you get the racket-tailed drongo. And
good morning, Stations on Juma. May I grab a stamper? I'll make my way.
And sorry about that. And this drongo was trying to bop her on the head, in fact. And so she's very focused on cleaning one part of her coat. Often, if you stare long enough in a tree where you saw a chameleon the night before, you could find it. Normally not too far away either. Maybe I'll have to just come and redeem myself this afternoon and try and figure it all out, because we're not really having any luck here. But hey, what a fun afternoon. Nope, try that again. What a fun morning it has been. It's going to be a very long day for me, as I'm sure you can all imagine, because I can't even get the times right. There it isn't. No, it would be amazing if it was actually just staring at us this entire time. It's like playing a game of Where's Wally. But it has been a lot of fun. I'm thoroughly impressed that we were able to stick with Tlalamba for as long as we did. Because it's, yeah, I've never spent so much time with her, especially not while she's been walking around. She did lead us on a wild goose chase. And I'm going to have to go and find Opa, our mechanic, and apologize profusely to him. I've got a lot of apologizing to do today, but that's normal for me. But anyways, but it has been a really fun morning. It was obviously great having Kaushalya World School all the way from India join us. It's always quite nice. It's nice to see that Safari Live is featuring all over the world. Obviously, we know that, but just, reaching new areas and educating the youth of today.